Good afternoon, everyone. First, I'd like to thank you all for joining us today to celebrate the completion of Intunity's affordable housing rehab project. It's wonderful to be able to celebrate the accomplishment of bringing this project to fruition, and even better, to be able to do it in the company of colleagues and industry partners that have helped us along the way. In the fall of 2014, our young organization, known then as Housing Foundation of West Tennessee, was extremely excited when we received a grant award letter from Tennessee Housing Development Agency approving our application for the 2015 Fall Round Housing Trust Fund program in the amount of $442,000. We were excited then at the affordable housing opportunities that this funding would create for the intellectually and developmentally disabled individuals that would reside in the 12 homes that we committed to acquire and rehab in our application. Today, we are excited to announce that we not only met our commitment, but we exceeded it by acquiring and rehabbing 13 homes and providing affordable housing opportunities to 30 special needs clients. When Housing Foundation of West Tennessee was founded in March 2011, we established a mission to acquire, adapt, lease, and provide safe, accessible, affordable housing for individuals with intellectual disabilities throughout West Tennessee. Since that time, Housing Foundation name has changed to Intunity, but our mission remains the same. We are steadfastly committed to providing great affordable housing options to IDD tenants throughout West Tennessee. Moreover, our new name Intunity suggests that we are focused on creating home environments that integrate our residents into the community. We began this endeavor of inclusion when we purchased our first home in the spring of 2014. My realtor and I have spent numerous days looking at various properties around the city. Many of the properties that we looked at neither failed to accommodate our design plans or our budget. We then received a call from C.J. McMorrin, director of the West Tennessee Regional Office. She said, "Dexter, I have two ladies that are in a bit of a housing jam, and I think your organization may be able to help." She then put me in touch with Julia Bratcher at St. John's Community Services. Julia told me about Jana and Lori, and how over the years, their landlord had increased their lease payments to an amount well above the fair market housing standards for a 3-bedroom home. She also informed me that their home, while decent and safe, was a bit cramped for 2 wheelchair-bound tenants to maneuver throughout. After hearing this, I knew that we had to find better housing options for these ladies. With Julia's help, we found and purchased a home, and within 90 days, Jana and Lori had a spacious home that accommodated their needs and was priced approximately $500 lower than their previous residence. Since finding that great home for Jana and Lori, Intunity has gone on to purchase 20 homes in Shelby County and created affordable housing opportunities for 40 IDD residents. As 2017 approaches, we look forward to continuing our housing growth in Shelby County. We're excited to expand our affordable housing program into Madison County. By utilizing a second THDA-sponsored Housing Trust Fund grant in the amount of $287,500, Intunity will acquire and rehab 8 homes in the Jackson, Tennessee area. We will move forward in Jackson and throughout other areas of West Tennessee with the same level of commitment to providing safe, affordable, and accessible homes for the intellectually and developmentally disabled individuals that we are so honored to serve. As we take time to celebrate our accomplishment today, we recognize that we could not have done this alone. Intunity has enjoyed the benefit of forming strong partnerships that have helped us achieve our mission. We have received invaluable guidance and support from the Tennessee Department of Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities, from the West Tennessee Regional Office in Arlington to the Commissioner's Office in Nashville. DID has been an important advocate for our organization. We also work closely with provider agencies to care for the tenants in our homes. The provider agency representatives do a wonderful job of communicating the tenants' housing needs and keeping me informed of any issues within the homes that require attention. I'd like to take a moment to thank Jamie Shell and St. John's Community Services and our tenant, Maryland, for allowing us to celebrate this milestone in their home today. Another partner that has been instrumental in the success of our rehab projects is United Housing. Tim Bolden and his organization have shared their affordable housing experience and resources and have provided construction management services for all of our homes. Through construction manager Mike Brunk's construction evaluation and bidding process, Intunity has had the opportunity to utilize the services of several local construction companies. We look forward to continuing our relationship with United Housing as we develop additional homes in the Shelby County area. I would also like to recognize our banking partners. Community-minded banks like First Tennessee, Paragon, and SunTrust recognize both the civic and economic benefits of supporting nonprofit agencies. Banks that partner with nonprofit agencies to utilize programs like THDA's Community Investment Tax Credit Loan or the Federal Home Loan Bank's Affordable Housing Program grant are strengthening the affordable housing market in their communities. Finally, the programs and resources offered through THDA have helped Intunity provide affordable housing opportunities throughout Shelby County and beyond. We have closed CITC-backed loans to subsidize acquisitions. We have been awarded Housing Trust Fund grants to fund rehab projects. And we have discovered valuable resources and made lasting industry connections by attending the annual Governor's Housing Conference. We look forward to continuing our partnership with THDA as we continue to create affordable housing opportunities for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout West Tennessee. Now, I'd like to introduce you to the Executive Director of THDA. He assumed the Executive Director's position November 12th following 9 years of service on THDA's Board of Directors. He serves as the Secretary and Treasurer of the National Council of State Housing Agencies, and he also serves on the Board of Trustees for the National Housing Conference. Before joining THDA, he worked at Fannie Mae and as a senior staff on the board of Tennessee Governor Don Sundquist. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Ralph Perry.
Thank you. Thank you and good afternoon. Nothing like a brisk day to remind me to keep it short and to the point. Dexter, we're greatly complimented. Thank you for your nice words about us. I can tell you that as an agency that makes one of its prime aspirations to meaningfully expand affordable housing opportunity for Tennesseans, that this is one of the more meaningful and worthwhile things that we do. Our partnership with the Department of Intellectual and Development and Disabilities, partners like United Housing, partners like Intunity, and that's a great new branding for your organization. We've been proud to put several millions of dollars to work in partnerships like this, and the house you see here is an example of one of just scores that have been made possible because of these partnerships. But the more important thing, as you look at where we are in a neighborhood, in a home, or someone who might not have had that opportunity just a few short years ago, this is the work that you do. It is work we're proud to help you do, and we look forward to being a partner in the many more things that you want to take on. Thank you all very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My task is very easy, but I don't have all the time that I need to introduce this person. I have known Commissioner Payne for several years, and I have to say that I believe that her, in her professional career, has become full circle at this point. She has worked at the Developmental Center, Clover Bottom. She's been in protection from harm. She's worked as the deputy commissioner. She's done an array of things, always focusing on the people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. I serve and I work as an advocate, and I advocate for families, but I have to say that I believe in all the years that I have worked with Commissioner Payne that she is what I would describe as a true advocate. Her compassionate for the people with intellectual disabilities goes beyond I can't even describe what I know about her and the work that she's done. She has a desire to always want the best for them, and I think this is one of the reasons why she is such a support of what we're doing here today. Her focus on the quality of care, the quality of support and services, and of course the quality homes that she would like for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities to have, and that's what our purpose is today. So it gives me great honor to introduce to you our Commissioner of the Department of Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities, Debbie Payne.
Thank you so much for inviting me here today. In 2011, when Intunity was first established as the West Tennessee Housing Foundation, we knew that we were embarking on an effort that would be of tremendous help to West Tennesseans with intellectual disabilities. As with many things that impact people with disabilities in Tennessee, the ability to provide affordable housing through Intunity also has roots in the walls of an institution. Many of you are probably familiar with the Arlington lawsuit, which was filed by the United States Department of Justice and People First of Tennessee, which Mr. Swartz represents, in the early 90s, were over the conditions at Arlington Developmental Center. Over the course of the 90s, Tennessee was resistant to making the changes the courts demanded and the people living at Arlington deserved. Those issues included hiring necessary medical staff, protection from harm, and nutritional management, just to name a few. And Tennessee paid for it, not only in reputation, but in fines imposed by the court for noncompliance and contempt. Towards the end of the lawsuit in 2011, those fines added up to $4.5 million, which would have gone to the federal government when the lawsuit was fully and finally dismissed. But Tennessee was given the opportunity to do something different with that money, an opportunity to help people live safely and engage with their communities. $3 million of that fine money went to establish the West Tennessee Housing Foundation, now known as Intunity. In our metro areas, too often, affordable housing is hard to find, not only for people with disabilities, but for everyone. Through Intunity's work, people now have safe, high-quality, accessible housing options that would otherwise be financially out of reach. And through the partnership with the THDA, we have also expanded the scope and the reach of these efforts, which is why we're here today. Thanks to that partnership, Intunity has now acquired and leased more than a dozen homes and expanded into Madison County. Intunity believes that a better home can lead to a better life, and I agree. I couldn't be prouder of how we have turned a dark time in Tennessee's history of supporting people with disabilities into something that is truly remarkable and improving the quality of life for Tennesseans with disabilities. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, everyone. That concludes this part of our program. We would like to welcome everyone into the home. I know some of you have already kind of toured through and taken a look, but feel free to come in again. We have some refreshments inside, mingle, talking. If you hadn't had an opportunity to look at some of the work that we've done here, please take your opportunity to do it now. Oh, I forgot the ribbon cutting. Photo op. Right, I got to get the big scissors. All right. Can I have some of my board members join me here? That's right up.
We're good.
All right. And here we go.
Those are scissors.
It's sharp.
Very good. Well done.